Yes, it is a Makeover Monday, and joining me now is makeup artist and hairstylist Meagan Emerson. And also we have Sonia, who is our model today. Nice to have you here, ladies.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
So we are talking about the art of perfect brows. Later on, it'll be all about the lashes, but right now it is about the perfect brow. And there are so many different ways to get the shape. There's plucking, there's waxing, there's threading. Walk us through those options and why you would choose one over the other.
So tweezing is kind of, we'll start there, that's kind of the in-between. You really want to go to a professional that does waxing or threading. That's kind of your choice. I don't do threading because it just takes a little bit longer. I personally do waxing services, and that's what I get done on myself. So it's honestly just preference, but tweezing is just to maintain in between.
Okay, perfect. So you want to get the shape first, and then you have to outline it, right? And,
yes.
And I am still struggling with how to do that properly.
Yes, so really to outline, you kind of just want to take a brush, or you can use your finger, but you just want to kind of line up between where the inner corner of the eye is and go straight up from there. And a lot of times that's where you're going to like lose your hair first.
Like have Sonia just turn a little bit this way if that's okay.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't grow hair there, and just over time with age that just happens. And then you want to kind of go from the outer corner of the eye up, so it should stop right in here.
Okay.
And then for your arch, kind of rule of thumb is straight up from your pupil. Okay. And that's where the highest part is going to go.
We're watching a diagram right now showing exactly how you do that. And that's a great way to make sure that it's appropriate for your face, right?
Correct.
And so when you're filling it in, which is what you're doing now, do you prefer to use the gel or the pencil or both?
I personally prefer a gel that, like this pomade that I'm using right now by Anastasia, if the hair is very sparse like Sonia's is. This just happens a lot with like older women because we like to over wax and everything. Thin brows used to be very in style, and so we kind of are reaping those right now, right. Those bad decisions.
What about the color of the product that you're using, the pencil and the gel? Because there are so many colors that you can choose from. How do you know which is best for you?
Right, and the great thing about this is because she is a redhead, this is probably one of the harder ones to match. You don't want to obviously go in with a flaming red color. This one by Anastasia is auburn, so it does have a red, like a warmer undertone, but it's not going to be like too overwhelming. I kind of like to go off of like the natural hair color, kind of like the darkest part of your hair. That's where you should go.
And why is it important to shape your eyebrows? What does that do for your face?
Eyebrows are really, they call it the picture frame of the face. So like it's really going to frame it. It's going to give you a completely different look, whether they're like bigger and bushier or whether they're thinner or whether they're more natural. There's so many trends that go on with brows. There, as you can see right there, there's like a ton of different shapes, and just try whichever ones. You kind of want to go off of your natural brow shape because that's what was created for you.
Okay.
So it's always best to follow that guideline.
And so let's say you decided that you wanted to do something a little more extreme. So maybe you're going for a really glamorous look.
Right.
And you wanted to do something that was a little thicker than what you normally are. How do you do that without looking like you're a clown?
Well, the thing
for lack of a better word.
Yeah, the thing is you really want to make sure that you have very clean lines. So if you do want to go for a thicker look, what you can do to clean it up is grab just any concealer, this is Anastasia too, and a little brush. And it's just important to make sure it's very, very clean under there. So it looks like it's not just painted on like a big mess or anything like that.
Okay.
So it keeps it very uniformed.
And should you be using that anyway?
I do, because it does give you kind of like a natural lift, having like that pop of lightness under like the arch of your brow.
Wonderful. Sonia, you look great, by the way. We're going to talk about lashes when we come back, not only how to apply them, but also equally important, how to remove them.
Yes.
Okay, we'll be right back. Welcome back to part 2 of our Makeover Monday, and now we're talking all about lashes and how they can really transform your eye and really make them pop. Joining me again is Meagan Emerson. She's a makeup artist and hairstylist and also our model today, the lovely Sonia. And you can see that Sonia's got one eye that's already done, and that's with the eyelashes on, and one eye that's not. And so you're going to talk about the different ways we can really make our eyes pop with lashes, because there are so many options out there, individual strips. How do you know what's right for you?
So individual lashes, we'll start there because they are a little bit more tedious to apply and put on. I definitely recommend starting with like a strip lash, something like this. And that's just gonna be the easiest way to start. However, like with the individuals, you can customize a little bit more.
Okay.
So for my clients, I like to use the strip lashes. It's very important when you begin to see, because strip lashes pretty much come in like the same length. So you need to measure on their eye. Just look down for me. And a lot of times you'll have to trim it to where it will not poke their eye and get in the way and stuff.
But why would you use a strip versus an individual? What's the look difference that you get?
The look difference is definitely more dramatic with the individuals. It's first of all, it's way more timely to put each individual on, and this you kind of just pop it on and you're done.
Okay, you can do it in a matter of seconds.
Yes, yes. So a very important trick that a lot of people don't know, when you apply a lash, the reason why you might have a hard time with it sticking,
let's show that a little bit,
is you're not letting the glue dry enough.
Okay.
So you want to put the glue on fairly heavy.
Okay.
Like this.
Staying on the strip.
Yes, it stays on the strip, on the band, or these kind of have an invisible band. And then you kind of just want to wiggle it like this back and forth to where it is creating like more of a rounded shape on the eye.
Perfect.
And you just want to kind of wave it back and forth and let it
blow on it a little bit.
Yes, it's not very sanitary to do with clients.
Okay,
but yes.
gotcha. Very important to know.
Yes, but you just, that's the thing. So it's halfway dry, and then when you place it on, it just automatically sticks. If you were to do it when it's wet, it's gonna slide around. So
make sure that it's not completely dry.
Right,
Okay,
right.
just a little bit.
Another point I want to make while I do this is these are more of a cheaper brand of lashes. What you want to look for, honestly, is the band.
Okay.
Like the band on these is almost invisible. Look down for me.
We only have 30 seconds, so I want to make sure you get those on, and then talk about how to get them off.
Okay. So to get them off, all you're going to do, they come off fairly easy, but I do recommend like some kind of like makeup remover, coconut oil, anything like that. You can just rub it with your finger or a Q-tip right along the lash line, and then they just peel off so easily.
Okay.
And they are reusable. I reuse mine 5 to 7 times.
Is it important to take the glue off though before you reuse them?
Yes, you definitely want to pull all the glue off, and it just rolls off easily.
Yeah, be very gentle though, because sometimes you take some of the lashes
exactly.
with it, and that's not good.
Right.
Okay, you look wonderful as always. Thank you so much, and Meagan, you're fabulous.
Thank
you for being here. We appreciate it. And right now, Abs is standing by with Joni Simon.